nothing to say how the idea possessed my brain. But once conceived, it haunted me, day and night. Object, there was none. Passion, there was none. I loved the old man. He had never wronged me, never given me insult for his soul. I had no doubt. I think it was his eye. Yes, it was this. He had the eye of a vulture, a dull, pale, blue eye, feeling me. Whenever it fell upon me, my blood ran cold. And so, by degrees, very gradually, I decided to take the life of the old man, and thus rid myself of the eye forever. Now, this is it. When you fancy me mad, madmen, they know nothing. But you should have seen me. You should have seen how wisely I proceeded, with what caution, with what foresight, with what dissimulation I went to work. I was never kinder to the old man than during the whole week before I killed him. And every night, about midnight, I would turn the latch of the door and open so gently. And then, when I made an opening sufficient for my head, I would put in a dark lantern, close so the light shone out. And then, I would thrust in my head. Oh, you would laugh to see how cunning I thrust it in. I moved slowly, very, very slowly, so I might not disturb the old man's sleep. Would a bad man have been so wise in this? There, when my head was well in the room, I undid the lantern cautiously, oh, so cautiously, for the hinges creaked. I undid it just so much that a simple dim ray of light fell upon the vulture eye. And this I did for 7 long nights, every night, just every night. But I found the eye always closed. So you see, it was impossible for me to do the work. It was not the old man who vexed me, but his evil eye. And every morning, when day broke, I would go boldly into the old man's chamber, speaking courageously to him, calling him by name in a hearty tone, and inquiring how he had passed the night. So you see, he would have been a very profound man indeed to suspect that every night I looked upon him while he slept. Upon the 8th night, I was more than usually cautious of opening the door. But what is been attacked moved more quickly than in mine. It was the first night that I felt the full extent of my powers. I fairly chuckled at the idea. Perhaps he heard me, for he moved in bed suddenly as if startled. No meaning I drew back, but no. His room was as black as a pitch with darkness. So I kept on, steady. I had my head in. I was just about to open the lantern when my thumb slipped upon the tin fastening, and the old man sprang up in bed and cried, "Who's there?" I kept quiet, still, and said nothing. For a whole hour, I did not pay no Finally, I resolved to open the little cracks in the lamp, so that a simple dim ray of light, such as the thread of a spider, shot out and fell upon the vulture eye. It was open, wide open, and I grew furious as I gazed upon it. I saw burnt distinctness, a dull blue that hid its veil and that chilled the very marrow in my bones, but yet I refrained from staring. Then suddenly, there came to my ears. It was a low, dull sound, such as a watchman's would have read to the pump. I knew that sound well too. It was the beating of the young man's heart. It increased my fury as the beating of a drum stimulates a soldier into courage. But yet I refrained that it kept still. I scarcely breathed. I tried to steady every the ray from the eye. In the meantime, the hellish tattoo of the heart increased. It grew quicker and quicker, louder and louder every instant. The old man's terror was the panic stream. And then, a new sound seized me. The sound would be heard by a neighbor. The The old man's hour had come. With a loud yell, I threw open the lantern and leaped into the room. I put him on the floor and put the heavy mattress over him. Then I smiled to find the deed so far done. But for many minutes, the heart beat on with a muffled sound. This, however, did not vex me. It will not be heard through a wall. At length it ceased. I placed my hand upon the heart and held it there for many minutes. There was no pulsation. It was stone dead. His eyes will trouble me no more. If you still think me mad, you no longer these are I told you the wise precautions I took to conceal it from the body. The night waned and I were tasted. First, I dismembered the corpse. Cut off its head, its arms, its legs. Then, I took off 3 planks from the flooring of its chamber. Deposited them all beneath. Then I replaced the wood so cleverly that no human eye, not even the Indians, could have detected anything wrong. There was nothing to wash out, no stain of any kind, no blood spot whatever. I had been too wary for that. When I made the end of these labors, it was 4 o'clock, still dark as midnight. As the bell sounded the hour, there came a knocking at the street door. I answered it with a light heart. For what had I now to fear? There entered 3 men, who introduced themselves as officers of the police.
Shrieking been heard by a name. Suspicion of foul play had been aroused.
Information had been lodged at the police office, and we have been deputed to search the premises.
Well, I smiled and made the gentleman welcome. The shriek was of my own in the dream. The old man is absent in the country. I took my visitors all over the house. I bade them search well. I led them at night to his chamber. I showed them his treasure, secure under skirt. I myself was walking for my perfect triumph. Locked chairs into the room, and inquired them here to rest them. I myself, in the wild audacity of my perfect triumph, placed my chair upon the very spot which beneath the corpse of my lady. The officers, they were satisfied. My manner had convinced them. I was singularly at ease. They talked while I entered cheerfully. They chatted of familiar things, but ere long, I felt myself getting pale. I wished them gone. My head ached. I fancied a ringing in my ears, but still went sad to chat. The ringing became more distinct. I talked more freely to get rid of the feeling, but it continued to grow in deafness, until at length I found that the noise was not within my ears. It was a low, dull, quick sound, such as a watch makes when enveloped in cotton. I gasped for breath. The officers, they were not. I talked more quickly, more vehemently to get rid of the feeling, but it steadily increased. I argued about trifles in a high key with further gesticulations, but still the men sat pleasantly and they smiled. Was it possible they heard not? Almighty God, no. They heard, they suspected, they knew, they were making a mockery of my law. As we put in this, I still think that anything was better than agony. Anything was more tolerable than this derision. I could bear those incredible smiles. Oh God, I thought that I was going to die. And yet again, look, louder! Villains! Dissemble no more! I admit the deed! Time to